What's going on there, pickers and grinners? Tom here. Today we're looking at Alan Collins and turning a couple of simple chords into a fantastic complicated riff. And why it's really important for you to know how to turn chords into cool licks and riffs, because it's going to make your guitar playing a whole lot more fun. We're looking specifically at the song That Smell today. You know that song, Gary Rossington? Anyway, a lot of cool Gary stuff going on there. But Alan, have you ever paid attention to the two chords? It's F and A. Okay, so really simple to play along with, but then you listen to what he's doing. He turned that F and A into something really cool. Looking at working around the chords. So he's got an F bar chord, and he's slapping down on those G through E strings with his fingernails, and it gives you a nice percussive rhythm technique. And listen to Alan's right hand. He's always doing something. And then hitting another F note right here. So just off the bat, we've got something far more complicated than just an F chord. So playing around the chord, and then back to an A, and the same type of hit. He's going back into an F again. You don't really see this type of riff work in guitar anymore, where it gets interesting, it's more complicated, almost like guitar has lost its appreciation today in music, not gonna lie. And then he's using that A minor right there and going back into an F. So there's another F chord right there. It's like the bar chord, but just using the regular F without the bar. So right away you can see how the riff is more complicated, but it's simple. It's simple in that he's just playing the chords. He's playing notes in the chords. So anybody could really take their F chord and play one note and switch it up to the next chord and play another note. Makes it far more interesting than just playing. Which is the most boring level. The more exciting level is when we start to add those little quirks. So you've got the one note, and then we got a little riff, which is really just playing around the A minor chord. And then back into the F. So I bet you didn't know it was that cool and that interesting. And then he's gonna throw in a little C to an A. And some vibrato on that A minor. Once again, just working with the chord. Now when I play it without the percussive right hand, you can hear just the notes. Check this out. So it feels like it's missing something. It sounds great and it's well developed, but it's missing some of that flavor. And then he kicks it in and he uses the flavor of the right hand. Check this out. Another cool example is just that song On the Hunt. What is that? It's a B and an A. Da, 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 and an E. Once again, 2 to 3 chords, but turn into something special because he's just playing around that chord. not very complicated, but it turns something simple into something more complex sounding and cool. Or everybody's favorite song, Sweet Home Alabama. D. You know, turning 3 chords into something more complicated. The best guitarists do this. Another cool one, rock and roll hoochie coo. I mean, 3 chords. That's all it really is. But then throw in the lick. And then doing some other variations around the chord, to play around the chord. Oh, that's cool. And it doesn't take a whole lot of effort on your part. All you have to do is find 1 or 2 cool notes in a chord that sound good with the progression you're doing. You could have 2 chords and you just got a note that sounds good. Play that note with the chord. You know, just like we're doing here. And basically that's the F, and then he's going in open A into the A chord. F into A. And then throw a little lick. Rick Derringer. Little pentatonic scale. And then when he does a little bit of a walk-up. Those are those doubled notes with a hammer on. Really popular in music. Instantly spicing up the riffs. You know, like ZZ Top. You know, just got paid. What a sick lick is that? And if you just break it down on a chord level, it's all an E chord, that's all. But then you put your beard on, your 59 Les Paul on, and all of a sudden you got Now it brings me in a little other thing of, you see like George Thorogood, classic E tuning, but a lot of guys will play around a chord. Well, the E chord, right there. And so you can play a lot of open notes. Between major and minor. So I like to play double notes, double stops. It'll always sound good because you're playing open E with the E chord. It's kind of like if we're doing an A. Just use the fret of the bar. So my point here is, you got a lot of great licks that were made out of simple chords. It always seems to start with just a couple chords, and then the riff maker chef goes into the kitchen, and he's like, what does this need? Let's add some more coolness, some more depth. Let's add some more lickage, riffage, and push this button. And then out comes something really cool. Try and do the same thing with your riffs. Start with basic chords, be your own chef, and make it more interesting. Don't just sit in the world of bland, and see what happens. I really want to see what happens. Comment below if you created something really cool based on this episode. I'd love to hear it. Thanks for tuning in today, and I'll see you in a future episode.